guys ready?
What's the plan, Bobby?
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.
What's good, y'all? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. It's me and Wham Bam for right now, but Bano's gonna fall through in a second. And Dutchy looked at this card and he just said, "Back with this motherfucker. He'll be back tomorrow." So yesterday, it was a solid day for me. I did lose the Reeves prop. That's the only thing I lost. Went 3-1. So man, I am seeing it clear right now. So I'm gonna try to keep it going. Wham Bam, good to have you back. How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. Yesterday was a pretty good day. Man, OKC put the pause on them boys. Did whatever they want to do to the Suns. Didn't have no action in that game, but I did have action in the Spurs game. Spurs won outright. That was good money right there. So shout out to the Spurs. Yeah, man. I took two futures. I took the Spurs and I took the Orlando Magic, both plus 900 to win the cup. I think we'll talk. We don't get the chance to talk about the cup no more. I think that's it, and we'll just be the championship. I think on Tuesday. Yeah. So championship on Tuesday. Saturday's games won't be able to talk about them. I think that if Victor Wemby, I'm gonna come back plus 900. Is not gonna be there anymore. So I took a little bit there. I don't think he has to come back though for them to even be able to win. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Shout out to our guy Babano. Will be attending shortly. And like you said, Dutch said, move this hard on over, this 4-piece, pull it right on over. But we got a bigger card tomorrow. So obviously my boy will be back tomorrow.
Appreciate all y'all tapping in. Remind everybody to like the video. Definitely helps us out. And we got a nice 4-piece. So we'll get started. That means the first game is Celtics and Milwaukee. And it opened minus 7.5 for Celtics, up to 9.5 on the road for them. Total came down from 226.5 to 223.5. We know there's no Giannis. We still have AJ Green questionable. For Boston, Williams, Harper, Boucher, all out. This Celtics team's been playing well. I mean, they've been shooting it well. Jaylen Brown's been lighting it up. I don't know. I feel like at some point they're gonna regress. I know the Bucks defense, especially perimeter defense, isn't the greatest, but I think the Bucks gonna struggle to score. I don't know. I want to get there with the under. Honestly, I feel like it's moving in the right direction. You got the Celtics playing at the slowest pace in the league the last 5 games. The Bucks 25th. I mean, I lean under. I might get there with the under on this one. Wham Bam. Anything you like in the Celtics and Bucks?
Well, the under did hit 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two as well. So that does trend with you with there. So shout out to the chat. I see the people up in here. You already know what it is. I kind of would agree with that. I think this is like one of those games where you get a little bit more playoff attitude here. Giannis is obviously out, looking like he really hurt himself last game. They're gonna play it really, really cautious with him. Still saying that he ain't trying to be traded, which is crazier. So this team right here, man, this is probably just can they compete? Can they compete with this Boston Celtics team? That's pretty much all we're gonna really hope for, to be able to get inside this cover if you do like them. Like you said, they open up at 7, moving in that direction that they don't got the chance here. I think you probably do got a better shot getting this under here. So this is one of those tough games. I didn't like none of the props, and that's probably broad.
Not even your boy. They asking what's his name? Not Caillou.
I don't even like Caillou to here. I don't like no props in this game because, like you said, this is an under spot. I think there may be some defense played. I think there may be some playoff attitude here. So it's more appropriate for me to stay away from this game. So this is one of those games I didn't really have anything strongly in. But I could see your under though. That makes a lot more sense now that I see all this.
What's good, Babano? Good to have you on the show. Anything you like? And I said I lean towards the under with the market here. Just too slow pace playing teams, but haven't played it yet. What do you think?
I actually took the price is not the greatest on this, but I took the double result with Boston here in this game. I think they probably do have the better of it here against the Milwaukee Bucks in this game. It's around minus 150. Like the price isn't great, but I'd rather do that than take first half and full games split with the point spread. That's just ask Boston to lead at half and win the game. I like that here in this spot. To be honest with you, I don't mind fading Milwaukee at every opportunity. Like I said, I think this thing's kind of going sideways with all these rumors and rumblings of Giannis being disenchanted and not loving the direction things are going. So, like I said, Boston with the double result I took.
I can definitely understand now. And shout out to our guy Dutchy. You see him out there in the chat. He said he had to backwood the whole card, so we'll hit it for him one time.
Is bad for your health.
Shout out to Dutchy. He'll be back tomorrow card.
Yep.
Actually, I didn't even look at it, but it should be better. Should have a lot of games.
It's a little better.
By the way, great easy winner with the best bet over last night in LA. Boy, was that some bad Laker defense. Oh my God. Oh jeez. Terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one. Shout out to that.
Love that. I had a nice big play on that as well.
Yep.
All right, next game up, we got Clippers and Rockets. This one moved from 8.5 to 9.5, from 220.5 to 222. We have Jones out for Houston. Same people out. DFS, Eason, Van Fleet. Man, they expecting the old guys with the tennis balls and walkers to put up some points. His total is going up a little bit, or are they just expecting the Rockets to just whoop on them like that? It's hard for me to bet this game. I'll say the Clippers, numbers wise, they're number one as far as, allowing the least amount of offensive rebounds to their opponents the last 5 games. And we know that's where Houston thrives. But Houston's just good all around. Clippers just haven't looked good. It just seems too easy to take the Rockets. And I don't like it when it feels like that. I don't. So I'm torn. But Van, I'll go to you first. Clippers, Rockets, what do you think?
Because I think Houston will whoop on them, as you said a few moments ago. I think they will. I laid it. I laid the 9.5 here. I like Houston off a loss. Houston's given me a lot of confidence what they can do. They haven't lost many games this year, but you just look at the last 2 times off defeats. They lost at San Antonio. They won and covered the next game at Milwaukee on the road and won by 7. They lost to Denver at home. Came back next game at Phoenix on the road, and they won by 22. They lost to Utah on the road. Next game, they crushed Sacramento by 26 at home. They've been a good bounce-back team. I know the Clippers, the last few games of this road trip, and it's a weird scheduling spot because they were on the road, Miami, Atlanta, Memphis, Minnesota. And that Minnesota game was last Saturday. And now they've had this little break, because of the NBA Cup games the last few days. And now you're back on the road again here tonight against Houston, and then you finally get back home a few days from now against Memphis. So I don't love the scheduling situation here either for the Clippers. So not to mention you should have a focused Rockets team coming in here. This is not only minus 9.5, but this is another bet where I took the double result as well with Houston in that minus 150 range.
Wham bam.
Yeah, man. I kind of think that it is obviously a little too easy to take the Rockets here. And I still end up taking something apart of the Rockets. I did have Reed Shepherd over 10.5 points. I think Reed Shepherd gets it in this next game. I think he's kind of in that he's in that realm of players where I think he's going to start to play a lot better than what we've seen him earlier in the season. Somebody I want to keep an eye on. And I think that this is a good opportunity here where maybe stats doesn't accumulate for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But they kind of get to the ball and it gets in his direction here. So I like Reed Shepherd here over 10.5 points. But the problem with the reason why I don't want to take the and if you look at their history here, I think the history shows that they do cover against this damn team too. So we should be on the 9.5. You know what I'm saying? Because I think they covered six out of the last 7 games. You know what I'm saying? And between these two. So I do want to take that, but you're right, bro. It's like it's one of those things that I just feel like if I do take this team, maybe I take the Babano's approach, double result, and that probably would be a little bit more of a better look. I do need to start looking into that. I do hear you when you say that, Babano. So that's probably the way I probably should be betting in this game here because I'm so torn on the side as far as the 9.5.
We'll keep going to another game. I think this is the game I like the most today. Opened up 5.5 for Portland, down to 4. Even some 3.5s out there. Total open 237.5, up as high as 241. Seeing popping up right now. And let me refresh just to make sure. Man, we're getting close to that time. For New Orleans, Poole still questionable. No Zion, no Murray. For Portland, no Klingon, Scoot, Drew, Tybo, Wesley. Could be without Time Lord and Hansen. Could have no fucking center for the Blazers, is what that means. This is a Blazers team that has covered one time out of, I believe, 8 times as a favorite this year. That is not their role, especially when they're banged up. The Pelicans, they've been playing better lately. They've covered 6 out of the last 8 as at home. Pretty sure they've been a dog all those games. And could get Jordan Poole back in the lineup today. So I like the Pelicans here. I took them plus 4.5. I'll still endorse them at 4. Babano.
Nothing more to add. I like it. Yeah, Pelicans again. I mean, Pelicans have been this money-making freight train all of a sudden for me. I mean, it's been probably a good solid week or two with this team just cashing with them specifically in this role here in the home underdog role, which they're again in once again tonight. San Antonio, the 2 games against Minnesota, Chicago. It's just been a really, really strong role for them of late. They've covered actually 5 of their last 6. Their defense is still pretty weak, but they're scoring the basketball well right now, and there's going to be no rim protection here for Portland. I mean, we're talking about 4 centers deep with injuries right now, the Portland Trail Blazers. So it should be easy to score around the rim here for this Pelicans team. I like the over, too. I've been on some of these overs lately with the Pelicans as well. This total's high, 240.5, but again, with no centers available possibly for Portland, if they have one, maybe they get Robert Williams out there, but the other guys look all doubtful or out. Hansen and Donovan Klingon as well, the kid out of UConn. So you're going to get a quicker pace, probably smaller lineup potential for the Blazers. So I think there's pace and there's points as well. So I like this over, and I like the Pelicans as a home underdog once again. It's been a lot of Pelicans and over for me with their home games recently, and it's treating me quite well. So hopefully it will one more time.
Wham Bam. Anything you like in here, Blazers and Pellies?
Yeah, last time I misspoke. I said there's not going to be a breakout. I don't expect a breakout game from Derek Queen. Well, he had a 30-point triple-double game in that last game, and he's the matchup on the other side where they're saying that they're having all these center problems here. Derek Queen, rookie sensation for this Pelicans team. I think he gets over 15.5 points. I think he gets there. Probably if you want to ladder that up, I think he gets to 20+ points today. Even though he's only averaging 13 points in this season. Again, another player that I want to pay attention to that's going to obviously have an uptick. This is their best bet to not even turn their season around, but just have some type of good meeting here. So Derek Queen, I expect him to keep going up here. Shout out to DSA, put some respect on his name. Yeah, I think his point total is going to keep going up. It was 13.5 last time we mentioned it. Right now it's 15.5, so it's getting us a little bit of respect. Man, almost famous. So 15.5. Let's get to the window with Derek Queen.
I like it. I like it. All right, last game on the slate. Appreciate y'all reminding everybody to hit the like button too. Last game is Nuggets and Kings. Open -9, as high as 10.5 right now. Total kind of around the opener. Just looking at the injuries. Schroeder is doubtful. No Levine, no Sabonis. No Bron, Gordon, or Strother for the Nuggets. I think, the more I just keep thinking about this game, I always say I can't lay with teams that I can't trust to get stops. the Nuggets, I feel like, are always the team that still continues to cover, even though their defense is not good. Like last 5 games, they're the worst defense in the league, but they're the number one offense. And I honestly feel like they're going to be able to score enough points, and Sacramento won't be able to keep up with who's out there on the floor. So I think that means I have to look at Nuggets team total over. I have to live by my rules, though. I can't lay with them if I can't trust them to get stops. So I'm gonna ask you, total guy, Babano, are you looking towards any kind of overs, team total over? How you viewing this game?
So the revenge angle is definitely something to keep in mind. This was just a few weeks ago. Sacramento's an 11-point road dog. They go to Denver. They go to Ball Arena. They win 128-123. So that could be fueling this Nuggets team just a little bit tonight. And you look at the fact that, the last time, there's a couple of times in the last, year and a bit where they've gone to Sacramento and they've been able to win by margin, especially the last meeting early in the season, which was 122-108 in favor of Denver. So it probably is a lean for me to the Nuggets. But I'm with you. If I were to touch the Nuggets, it would be the team total over, because I feel like if they're going to have a chance to cover this number, it's going to be scoring is what's going to cause it to happen, because again, they just haven't been consistently locking things down defensively. Although I will say a lot of their worst defensive performances, where they just haven't been guarding at all, it seems like, have been at home. And at least on the road in a few of these games, they've been a little bit better defensively. 112 to Phoenix, 120 to Indiana. They did struggle with Atlanta. They shut down Charlotte last game. That stayed under. That also broke that Charlotte game for Denver, broke what was a 7 consecutive game over streak for the Denver Nuggets. So I'm on the over full game, 239.5. I definitely lean Denver, but it does feel like a pretty lofty number. I wouldn't want Sacramento. It's Denver or pass. I like what you're thinking there, Skee, though, that if you like Denver, team total might be the better route.
Wham Bam, how do you view this one?
Yeah, I probably would be thinking towards the over too. They're giving up 120 points to Denver ass. And then do we expect them to keep up like you said? Damn, that's the so cold part. Like that's the only reason why I've been torn in between taking this over in the first half, because I think that they could get 120 points. 118 is where 118 and a half is where the first half total is. So I think they could get the 120 points, 60 each, just based off of if they have the pace there with Russ running the point. These guys making all their shots, like you said. It's one of those tricky things here. But I had and I forgot to mention that I did have Kamara over 15.5 points. Tumani. I had Tumani over 15.5 points in that Blazers game. My fault, y'all. But I'll tweet that out. And then, but in this game right here, let me make sure I'm not forgetting nobody as far as the props. No, you know what? I did want to take Jokic here. I want to take Jokic here because it's just like this is a clear mismatch. Bro he should drop 40+ points on these boys. You know what I'm saying? Like this should be a clear game where Jokic just focus mostly on points, get to the foul line, do everything he has to do to get points here. I don't even think you have to worry about the shot falling for Murray and Bruce Brown, any of these other perimeter guys. So I like Jokic the most here, but the first half total is what I was torn in between in over 118 points. That's what I was thinking there. So it's kind of correlating what you guys are saying.
Yeah, I think I like points. All right, that's a slate for today. All 4 games. So Wham Bam, we sliding right back to you. Let me know what's the best bet for today.
Yeah, I think the boy out there in New Orleans, man. I like a New Orleans game the most, like our guy Skee said earlier. So we're gonna go Derek Queen over 15.5 points. Last game had 30+. He doesn't necessarily need 30 to get there. It's just almost less than half of that to be able to get over this total. We've seen this trend going up though, 3 points, 2 more points higher than it was last time we took this. So we're gonna make it best bet this time. Derek Queen over 15.5 points. Get paid today.
I like it. For myself, I'm going with the Pelicans. Like I said, I took them +4.5. I'll still endorse that +4 that's out there. Just Portland, you just can't label Portland, to sum it up. I mean, I broke it down earlier, but you can't label Portland. That's my best bet for the day. But Banham, let them know how to get to the window and take us home.
I like that one indeed. All right, best bet for me. I will go to the last game we talked about. I like over with Denver and Sacramento. Not only has Denver been trending over, but the series history has been really high scoring. I mean, especially Sacramento. We've had some games get to the well into the 240s and even into the 250s. It just wouldn't shock me. You know, I don't mind the look toward Denver team total over either, but I think Sacramento is probably going to put up some points. Denver just doesn't seem that interested in guarding their man for a full 48 minutes. I haven't seen it in weeks out of them. And there was a time they were starting to play better defensively on the road, but even the last few road games, Denver's defense has kind of fallen off again. So I just feel most confident that we're going to see both teams be able to contribute to the scoring enough to push it over the total. So Denver, Sacramento, we'll go with that. Over 239 for my best bet here for this Thursday NBA card. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Great turnout as always. Appreciate you guys joining us. Hit the like button on the way out because the NBA is a hell of a drug. And you're looking at the plugs. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the motherfucking video. Y'all stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always winged it.
You're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy?
You ready?
Here we go.